Hi everyone. So today we're going to look at very interesting game, a short and crispy game between one of the most intellectual people on the planet and the most intellectual chess player on the planet. So we're going to see a game today between Bill Gates, the billionaire philanthropist, who is currently taking care of the COVID crisis, hopefully, and he'll be playing the world champion Magnus Carlsen. And this was a game that they played in an exhibition match a few years back, and we'll have a look at it now. So let's go ahead. So let's begin with the game. And here Gates was white and Carlsen was black, and Gates began the game with move e4. So this tells you that he knows the basics of chess. He knows that he should put his pawn in the center so that he can control the center with his pawn, and he knows how to develop his pieces. So Carlsen here plays the move knight c6, and after knight f3, Gates again shows that he knows that his knight should be developed before bishops, and after this move, Carlsen plays d5. So this move basically has only one purpose, and that is to get the black queen into play. As we know, if you're going for an attack, the queen is the most crucial piece. If you get the queen near to the opponent king, that can have some attacking chances for you. So here, even though this might not be the best way to play for black, it's the most objective because Gates is not a professional player and Carlsen wants to finish off the game very quickly, because in the game he basically had 30 seconds and Gates had many times over that amount, and he has very little time to get the game finished. So here he wants white to take on d5, so that after something like e takes d5, queen takes d5, knight c3, queen h5, his queen is already on the king side. So here Gates resists for the time being with bishop d3, and after knight f6, forcing white to kind of decide. White takes on d5 finally, and queen takes d5. And white plays knight c3. So Gates again develops his knight and attacks the opponent queen, showing that he knows the principles of chess. And black just goes queen h5, preparing for a kingside attack. And white castles, which looks brave, and it actually is, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with white's position right now. And black plays bishop g4. Now after white's move h3, if this was a normal game and white would be a strong player, Carlsen would probably takes, and then he would have a very decent pawn structure. White's pawns are broken, as you can see. These double pawns especially do not make a great impression, and now black's pieces will be very fluent. They will go knight d4, e6, and bishop c5, and he will have fluent development, and white's pawns are very weak. So, but of course, this was not a normal game. Gates was not a professional player, and Carlsen had very little time. So he went for the move knight e5, which is objectively a mistake, but a great practical bet. Here, white captured on g4. He cannot really capture on e5 because the queen would be hanging. So h takes g4, and now knight f takes g4. Now here, as you can see, the knight on f3 controls the h2 square, so that knight is very crucial to white's defense. And here the best move would have been rook e1, basically giving the white king an escape route in case of emergency. And now this is completely winning for white. Of course, Carlsen would have probably still won the game had Gates played this, but only because he's much better than Gates, not because this position is actually good for black. Here Gates just blundered and he played the move knight takes e5, which was the bait Carlsen had set up for him, and just queen h2 is actually checkmate because the white king has nowhere to go. So this was a short and interesting game where basically Gates lost very quickly. Carlsen had barely used roughly 10 seconds of his time to completely defeat Gates, let's say. But of course, Carlsen is the world champion and he has decades of experience. But it was still very encouraging to realize that Bill Gates actually knows how to play basic chess and he knows the principles. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like the video, do like and subscribe, and check out other content on the channel. We have plenty of instructive videos, and do take care.